David Hilbish was sentenced to 10 years in prison and 10 years of probation after his staying on To Catch a Predator. Today, we're going to be looking at the little things he does during his interaction with Chris Hansen. With these subtle movements, we may be able to find out more about what he may be thinking or feeling. To Catch a Predator is a popular show that involves a decoy that predators message. After some mutual texts, predators come to a staying house set up by the crew, and this is where they interact with the host, Chris Hansen. Also, I apologize for not making videos as frequently. Right now, I'm really busy with college, but I'm trying my absolute best. Anyway, let's take a look at the footage.
Hey! Come on in! I made you some sweet tea. Well, I just gotta throw this in the dryer real quick or everything's gonna get wrinkled. Okay, this will only take a second. I'm sorry you couldn't bring your bike. I would have loved to see it.
In almost all of these videos, we see predators look around before entering the house. Remember, they obviously do not want to be seen. They know that what they're doing is wrong, so they look for every possible opportunity to find an escape. We also notice that David has a very stiff posture whenever he's walking up, implying that he's nervous.
Should you have a seat right over there, please?
Sure.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Go ahead, son. When I confront the 38-year-old, his memory seems a bit foggy. And so you were chatting with a girl named Tracy.
Right.
And how old is Tracy?
I don't have no idea.
Whenever he explains that he was chatting to a minor, he looks down at the floor whenever he admits it. This means he's very ashamed of his actions, and he likely knows that people would not respect him if this footage got out. His tone also implies that he's feeling guilt. However, the guilt didn't stop him from telling Chris that he had no idea. Let's see how this folds out.
The problem for you, David, is that I have the chat right here. How old are you again? Not sure if I read that right. 14. She says she's 14 right here, right?
I guess so.
So what you said before was not true.
Correct.
Okay. Have you ever done this before?
No.
In every response that he's given, he gives a very short response. The guilt has set in, and these short utterances are likely going to be used as a means of finishing the conversation early because he does not want to be there. Another thing to point out, he has a hard time keeping eye contact.
Have you ever been with an underage girl before?
No, not sexually, no.
I did it with a 15-year-old before, and I came real close to being caught. We stay out all night and fall asleep in my
I
truck.
didn't break the law that I knew of, and the police officer told me that.
And why?
I don't know what the law is, but he didn't. He questioned me. I went back home that night, and he called me Monday.
He states that he had had a previous interaction with a 15-year-old minor. He stated that he was almost in trouble, but the police informed him of the law. This statement does not excuse the fact that he's currently in the staying house. Every single one of these predators try to steer away from the explanation why they're there. When I read him some of what he wrote in his chat log, he first tries to blame the girl.
I would do it in a minute with you, hoping I would stay out of jail. You ask her if she likes oral sex.
And she asked me several things also.
Does that make it right?
No, and she invited me here.
So because a 14-year-old girl invites you to come over, it's okay
I don't
for
make it right. It's wrong. I admit I'm wrong.
Pinning the blame on the minor you're trying to meet up with is a reasonable reaction. He's probably feeling a lot of anger that he's been caught, so he'll resort to putting the blame on the minor to try and get back at them. He says that he admits that he's wrong, trying to prove himself as understanding.
Why did you do it?
There is no reason.
I'd want to stay all night. Did you bring any alcohol with you?
Yeah,
Yeah. And what did you bring exactly?
exactly what she asked.
When I ask him what his plan was here tonight, he says he's not really sure. If this 14-year-old girl was willing to have sex with you, would you have had sex with her?
I can't say for sure. I never did with that other girl, and that's the reason why.
He said he had never had intentions of having sex with a minor. He gives the explanation that since last time he encountered a minor, no sex was had. However, he is currently sitting in the staying house. One action does not excuse another.
I need to tell you that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who meet teens online and then try to meet them in person for sex. If there's anything else you want to tell us about this situation.
I can understand how y'all legally been able to do this.
Oh, we can.
Okay.
Now,
Then he says he'd like to say something more.
I just need to stay off the internet, maybe.
He says he's not a predator. He's a lonely man raising 2 children alone who uses the internet to meet women.
I cut out a part of this video that I didn't feel was necessary. In the clip, he stated that he has a fiance. Now he's telling the world that he only uses the internet to meet women. If you have a fiance, why would you find the need to go out and meet women? Especially minors. Once again, he's trying to put the blame on the minor for offering him to come to her house. Shit's sad, man. What the hell? He was then promptly arrested and served his sentence. If you liked this video, check out the other ones. Also, the next video will be about the infamous Lauren Armstrong.